Hello, my name is Torn Atkinson. I am a storyboard artist by day. I'm a sometimes illustrator for tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons, and I'm a sometimes voice actor. And today I am going to react to the 10th episode of the Dungeons & Dragons 1980s cartoon. This episode being the Garden of Zinn. So let's read the synopsis. In an unsuccessful attempt to catch food, Bobby is bitten by a dragon turtle and poisoned. The children seek the help of Dungeon Master, who tells them that he does not possess the power to undo nature's will. While Bobby is nursed by Sheila, Uni, and their new friend Sorlarz, the other children journey to the Garden of Queen Zinn. However, a mysterious connection between Queen Zinn and Sorlarz may put their mission in jeopardy, so that's fun. This is one of the few... I wonder if this is the first episode without Venger. There's no Venger in this episode, which is pretty great if you're tired of Venger. Check out my previous videos. I've done storyboard artist reacts to all the previous episodes except one, which was Beauty and the Bog Beast. Maybe I'll come back to that. This is not one of my favorite episodes, and we can talk about why when we get there. As always, there are a lot of monsters that have been adapted from the various D&D books of the time. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons was the edition that was out when this was made in 1983. The Garden of Zinn. Written by Jeffrey Scott. This is Jeffrey Scott's fourth episode that he wrote. And he did many more. In the script, this is described as a funny-looking bird. It looks kind of more like a lizard. There are a few differences from the original script.
Oh, looks like we're eating berries again.
There's a few... Looks like we're eating berries again. There's a few of those in this episode where there's just like this weird cut. In the original, in the script, they were using Diana's javelin for the fishing pole. There was a beat of course, she goes invisible, the first thing. There was a beat of, when they were looking for food, Presto, there was a beat in the original script of Presto conjuring a burger that turned out to be a monster. Burger monster. Hank's magical arrows doing their magical thing, forming whatever it needs to be for the story. Which is the way it goes. This is supposed to be in the script and in the description we just read. This is a dragon turtle, but it does not look much like a dragon turtle from the monster manual. And there it goes, running away. For one thing, it didn't have a carapace. Let's take a quick second here. I think I have my dragon turtle. There we go. This is the dragon turtle from the original D&D. It doesn't have. Let's get back to that. We'll see in a second. It bites. It scratches him with his tooth, and he gets sick from the poison. In the monster manual, there's no poison. The dragon turtle doesn't have any kind of venom or anything like that, but it does have a steam breath weapon, which it uses in the original script, but that did not make it into the story. I'm not your sister, Bobby. If that line doesn't make sense, I have to rest, sis. It's because in the original script, Sheila was helping Bobby walk rather than Hank being carried. And I wonder if this episode, in the previous scene, It was weird off Diana's face there. It was a little off model. Diana's javelin was broken in half, and then she just put it back together. I think that might have happened once before. My memory's a bit.
Where do we find the yellow dragon?
To the north, in the Garden of Zinn.
So now we know the quest. The quest is to get the MacGuffin. The dragon's foot from the quest of
Yeah, well, I hope there's
Queen
something to eat
Zinn.
in this garden. I'm still starving.
Forget about your stomach, Eric. Let's go.
There's a little bit more off-model faces in this episode than usual. And here we see Queen Zinn. Now this is a
Have you news for me, Stalker?
Phantom Stalker from the, I think it's from the Fiend Folio.
One who is fit to be your king.
Should we take a look? I think we should. No, I don't have it. I have my drawing of the Phantom Stalker that I did for my 20-minute monster series. Check that out, if you dare, on this very same YouTube channel.
Stalker,
20-minute
can this one
monsters.
survive the trial of the worm?
Yes, my queen. He carries a magic weapon given him by...
In the original script, they weren't Phantom. There was no Phantom Stalker. There were Gith Yankee, which would have been cool.
And I will lose my throne.
As you wish, Queen Zinn.
That's obviously Frank Welker doing the Phantom Stalker's voice. I don't know who the voice of Queen Zinn is. As I've complained many times before, they just list the generic voice acting team in the credits, and they don't actually say
I gotta find some food.
Just take it easy, Bobby.
who does what
Find the antidote,
voice.
Bobby, and have you all better really soon.
Take this hat off and lie down.
Guys.
There must be something edible around here.
Yeah, Frank Welker does many of the non-player characters, shall we say?
I must be
The
dreaming.
background characters. Not background, but...
Hello? Anybody belong to this food here? No. Good. Oh, well, you had your chance to claim it. Ah! Help!
It's Eric.
No! Get away from me! Hank! Quick! Get it before it gets me!
No, don't shoot.
And that's Frank Welker again, doing the voice of
He's lying! Let him have
Sorlarz.
He was going to steal my food.
In the
it!
script,
No way! How is this going
his
to do it?
his name is written Sorlarz. Sorlarz, not Solars.
I have plenty.
I have plenty. Another one of those weird
Let's take some
breaks.
of this to Bobby.
I know what that was. Oh, that's a nice wipe.
He should not be moved. Bring him to my
The
house.
script refers to. I was wondering because he kind of looks. He has an interesting design,
Come on.
and
You're
I
gonna trust
couldn't
me
place it.
like that?
But oh no, Bobby keels over. But in the script, it describes him. I should put these guys in a different. Looking like a Norker, which is another Fiend Folio creature. The Norker.
I'll stay here with Bobby until you guys find the Garden of Zinn.
Zinn?
Yes, the Dungeon Master told us we could find the antidote there.
Dungeon Master is wrong. You will only find evil in the Garden of Zinn.
You know where it is? You gotta
Some
tell
nice
us.
staging there.
No,
But my
That
brother is
composition.
sick. If he doesn't get the antidote,
That's
very well. Beyond the dark
that
forest,
shot of
beyond
Sheila
the
and
lands.
Bobby. Perspective was a little bit
Be careful,
funky.
Sheila.
We'll return as soon as we
Bobby
can.
looked a bit giant. There's lots of great compositions in this, and there's a nice transition to the
Valley of Smoke.
the Valley of Smoke.
Yeah, and Sorlarz didn't say anything about a fork in the road.
I knew we couldn't trust that creep. He's probably selling Bobby and Sheila to Venger at this very minute.
The
We
one,
should go back.
the one mentioned of Venger.
Always go forward. Just follow the road to the south.
Well, why didn't you tell us that before?
You didn't ask.
Come on, let's get this disaster over with.
Hang on, Eric. Don't you notice anything strange?
Strange? We're walking through the
Super
Valley of Smoke
extreme
with
close-up
tentacles,
on
dragons,
Eric's
What's supposed
face.
to be strange?
No, I mean about Dungeon Master.
Whispering into his
He's
giant
not talking
ears.
in riddles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donnie Most as doing a fantastic job
Not at all.
What's the name you gave me when I got to
voicing Eric the Cavalier.
Sheila? It's Cavalier, you...
That was a wait, hang on a second.
Cavalier.
I just heard... I want to go back.
To see what...
Is that your question?
Not at all.
What's
I
the
heard
name you
uni.
gave me when I got the shield?
Right there. Why did they put uni in for Dungeon Master's voice there? That's weird.
By this
Never noticed
imposter.
that before.
Don't listen to him. He's
And now
the
there's 2
imposter.
Dungeon Masters.
So, you want to challenge my magic? Very well.
Pew pew. And they're just shooting lasers at each other's the way you. It's not a very good wizard battle. If you're just shooting lasers, you're supposed to be like changing, polymorphing them into other. But we'll see that not is all that it seems.
One,
Obviously.
I'll teach you never to impersonate me.
Hank, wait! You might get the wrong...
I'm the real dungeon master.
Again, I'm the real Dungeon Master. He's evil.
Clever, but it will gain you nothing.
I do like the smoky animation.
A Phantom Stalker, and he'll think twice about bothering you again.
I like that little whiff of dust as he dusts himself off.
You taught us to use force only to defend ourselves. That imposter had you down.
Lessons.
But he kept coming.
Good job.
You learn quickly, very quickly.
So it makes me wonder if like all of those lasers were just illusions, just for show. They weren't actually casting like magic missile or anything like that. It would make sense since their whole
Don't have time to waste. Come on.
deal is
Good luck.
shape changing. You'll need it. I'm evil too. This in the script, Sorlarz's hut was described as similar to Yoda's hut
There must
from
be something around here I can use as a
Empire Strikes
weapon.
Back, which checks out.
What would a creature
Don't touch my stuff.
someone like you be doing with
Why would a creep like you?
They belong to someone gone now, never to return.
Definitely not me.
This'll keep the boy warm.
Thank you, Sorlarz.
Trying to sow mistrust
Said this road would take us right to the Garden of Zinn.
If this was a garden,
with
someone
Sorlarz. Is he a
definitely
friend?
fired
Is he a foe?
Hey, what's the...
Who knows? Let's just get out.
So these, here we go. Great scene. These were not described as a specific monster in the script, but I choose to believe that they are choke creepers
Dungeon Master,
from the,
you.
Get us out of here!
There we go.
No.
Here's my 20-minute monster for choke creature with Eric and Bobby. Also, I believe from the Fiend Foley, maybe from the Monster Manual.
Powers of observation are improving, Cavalier.
I love that look.
Still,
Yes.
to be desired.
Perhaps you will not survive the trial of the worm after all.
The Trial of the Worm. In the original script, there was more back and forth between the kids and the monsters. This is the halfway point. That was the, they come in through the window there, but then they just appear on the ceiling of the throne room, so that's a little bit weird.
The young knight will face the trial of the worm.
Soon, my queen. Very soon.
So it seems dark, but there's still a light source in here.
Yeah, but where?
And then when Hank, what I would have done would have been cool. Like the whole, like there's like a couple seconds of just complete darkness, and you hear them fall, and then Hank brings his bow up, and that creates the light source.
Diana, worm!
Worms. It's the trial of the worms. They put you on trial for your crimes against lower life form.
Think about it. Let's get out of here and find
Annelids.
that cure.
It's weird that Hank says, "Don't think about it. Let's just go." It's not typical of his character, and in the script he doesn't say that, the original script. It's a nice perspective there of depth with the... In the script there's a whole scene where Uni and Sheila try to make a potion
Medicines.
to
You're not a
heal
doctor, are you? Or a wizard?
Bobby, but
No,
that was all
I've
cut.
studied much about magic, but I'm no wizard.
But I don't understand why you...
Silence!
Stop touching my stuff.
No more.
Oh, there's a cool little smoke monster there.
You're under some kind of spell.
Never noticed that before either.
You can do nothing for me. No one can. Save your concern for your brother.
Can't she be concerned about more than one person, Sorlarz?
Who cares? I just want to get out.
What's the matter, Presto?
There's something up my sleeve. Yeah, it's another worm.
What was that?
Oh no! I just figured out what dug this tunnel.
Yeah, you guys are a little slow.
Worms.
It's weird that...
Worms.
I'm gonna go back a second.
No. Oh no! I just
Pay attention to Hank's bow in this next shot. He's not... The bow is lit up, but he's not holding it back. Normally there's only an arrow if he's actually pulling the string back. So this is the first time I've seen that happen.
worms.
Worms.
These little things?
No.
I like the sound effect for the worms. Okay, so here we see another monster.
Their mother.
In the script, this is described as a purple worm. But it is not the design of the purple worm. I believe this is a bloodworm, again from the Fiend Folio. And I can tell you why. Let's do it again. Here is the purple worm from the cover of the monster manual. As you can see, it's purple. It's got the two eyes. It's got the round mouth. And here's the interior drawing of the purple worm, the black and white interior drawing. But the bloodworm, I think you'll agree, it looks a little bit more like a giant bloodworm. But I might be wrong. Let's keep going.
Hop aboard, you guys.
Are you crazy? I hate
That's a weird. That's perspective on Eric's face. There is pretty great.
Here I come.
And then his eyes go wonky as he jumps up. This is like one of the biggest problems for me with the script. Like they would not have survived that. They would have just been torn to shreds. Now if Eric had his shield up, creating that kind of energy barrier when they were going up through the earth, then I could have bought it. But as it was,
That must be the Garden of Zinn.
Well, what are we waiting for?
looks more like a castle to me. And here come the Phantom Stalkers, who have the power to just carry them up. Frank Welker's voice, I was going to say, is very similar to... He did the voice of Darkseid in the legendary Superpowers show, the Super Friends, the later episodes of Super Friends in the 80s. And he had that same voice. Darkseid!
King, someone to rule my kingdom with me. I have chosen you.
Me?
Him?
Him?
That's a good character moment.
No way. Sorry, but I'm trying to get out of this world. I don't want to settle down in it.
Why not let your friends continue?
She's
to
got
serve
the kind of olivey gold eyes that Presto has. Oh, where have I seen a crown like that before?
On second thought,
Now we
listen,
know
guys,
where
I'm
Eric's
trapped in
loyalties
this world.
lies.
Why not be trapped in style?
But what about Bobby?
Oh yeah. Listen.
Now
Queen,
that face is on model. That is a
first,
good
tell my friends where to
that
find
is a
the
great
yellow dragon.
Our
Eric
friend is
face.
sick. We need to slay the dragon and get its foot for the cure.
slay the dragon.
Follow me into the garden.
Queen Zinn is showing almost as much skin as Sheila does.
Behold, the yellow dragon. And
Ba,
this
ba, ba,
is its
ba, ba,
foot.
ba, ba. Boing!
Thanks.
Nice little sound effects. Thanks.
Sure you want to stay, Eric?
Beat scrounging for berries every day. Come back and visit when Bobby's better. You can even bring back that creep Sorlarz.
Sorlarz.
Aside to the Phantom
See that they never
Stalkers.
reach Sorlarz.
Kill them.
Once I have my king, my spell can never be broken.
They don't do a great job of... This is my other big problem with this episode. They don't do a great job of setting up the spell, the curse between Queen Zinn and Sorlarz.
That, Hank?
Guess so.
That's a cool pose. This is a cool fight scene. I really like this fight scene.
Hey, there's gotta be a spell for this.
Meanwhile, the Phantom Stalker is just standing, going like this, waiting for Presto to do something.
Phantom Stalker, this is Zinn's doing.
How did Sorlarz know?
My friends,
that they were Phantom Stalkers. Just from the noise of the combat going on outside, I guess. Intercut to the procession. Oh, this is cool. We can, this old guy. I just want to look at these characters in the background for a second because they are great. These are reuse from previous episodes in the animation industry. If you don't have to if you don't have to design a new character, if you can use something from a previous episode, that's going to cut some costs. So we've got a bugbear here. We've seen these guys in other episodes. We've got some dwarves / gnomes. The green guy in the center top is a troglodyte. We got one of Venger's orc captains. And then we've got this kind of hill giant character on the left, which was, these are all from a previous episode. This is also Frank Welker doing the voice of the this minister guy. He's got your little beady little pupils for eyes. Reminds me of I love the little touch of him licking his thumb before flipping the pages. And that was actually in the script. Some nice depth there of those characters. Foreground, middle ground, and background.
Every time we catch them, they just turn to smoke. Come on, we've got to help.
Perhaps one of these pink potions. I wish the potions were different colors. They're all pink. They should be different colors. They do different things.
Oh no, we're done for.
Release them, stalkers, or you'll never leave this forest.
The blinking eyes of the evil Phantom Stalkers.
As a present for Queen Zinn.
Oh, the potion. This is cool. Cool animation, cool effect. Great. Fantastic. Petrified. Turned to stone. I like it. And I love that moment where he just like, oh, he just drops it and turns around and walks away. Oh, the tear did something. Bobby's about to die. Hurry up, Uni says. There's not a lot of Uni in this episode, which I'm not complaining about that. And then, ooh, Sorlarz has the tingles. Another weird perspective, a little bit off, but not much. It's okay.
Guys, where you been?
Nowhere special, Bobby.
Yeah, just doing some gardening.
Is the boy well?
Yes, Sorlarz, he...
Gasp. I changed while you were
My name is Sorlarz,
making your
to the throne of Zinn,
poultice.
until my sister's evil magic turned me into that creature. It
This
was
is
your
the one.
token of gratitude that broke her spell.
Don't touch me.
But Eric's about to become her king.
Well, at least she's
This is like explaining the plot at the end of the episode. Here's what happened that none of you knew, that was never explained. Now I'm tingling. Yeah. Looney Tunes. Now I'm the Norker. Looney Tunes sound effect. Yeah. Classic cartoon stuff. But I'm 14, and so that's not appropriate.
Sheila? Dungeon Master! You have seen the true person beneath his monstrous appearance.
That's another great moment.
Speaking of which, I see right through you, Mr. Imposter.
Should have grabbed his cheek, tried to pull his mask off, like a Scooby-Doo episode.
If you're the real Dungeon Master, then I'm a blue-nosed baboon.
Wow.
A blue-nosed baboon? What a strange choice.
Great design. I like how his leggings turned into fur as well. That's pretty great.
Come on, Dungeon Master, change me back. I was just kidding. I knew it was you all along.
Eric spends a lot of time polymorphed in these episodes, which is great. One last note: Sheila in the script, Sorlarz didn't use the potion to turn them to turn the Gith Yankees in the script to stone. Hank just beat them with his bow, and Sheila used her cloak to invisibilify Sorlarz. And I think this version is a stronger ending story-wise. Anyway, Fox Kids. So thanks for watching. And what's the next episode? I think I have it listed here. I think it's The Box, which is one of my favorite episodes. The Box, also written by Jeffrey Scott. So, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Check out my 20-minute monsters, where I try to draw a monster from the AD&D monster manuals in 20 minutes. And I will see you next time on the internet. Aye, and goodbye. Like and subscribe!